Mom?
Oh, Jessie. Thanks for coming by.
I got your message. What's wrong with Natalie?
I don't know. She came here. She was very upset. She had this huge gash on the side of her face and would not tell me what happened to her. She kept going on about Christian, how she feels that she's responsible for his death.
Why all of a sudden?
I don't know. I mean, obviously something's happened, and my guess is that it has something to do with Paul Kramer, but she wouldn't talk to me about it, and then she left.
Do you know where she went?
No. John McBain is out looking for her. Oh, hang on. Hello?
Jessica, what are you doing here?
Kevin, let go of me. Hurry me.
I won't let you go to Ace's birth mother with the truth, Kelly. Any more than I'm gonna let Paul get in my way. November 2nd is the most important day of my life. I won't let you ruin it.
What are you talking about? What did you do to Paul?
What the hell was that?
What are you doing with this?
A little late to be out here on your own, don't you think? What happened to your head?
Just wanted to be alone. Christian.
Natalie? Is this your blood or someone else's? Where were you tonight?
Please, don't do this in front of my mother.
I asked you to stay home tonight, and you ignored my wishes.
I what?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. Your brother's making a joint appearance with the governor later, and he would like us there to support him as a family.
Well, Natalie's in trouble. I'm sure he'll understand.
Jessica, I already told him we would be there.
Then you can go. I can't stand around smiling when my mom and Natalie need me.
The election is in a few days. After that, come and spend as much time as you want.
You know what? I'm sorry, Tico. I said I'm not going. You of all people, you said that family's the most important thing.
Is Natalie here?
No, she's not.
Great. Then come with me, and when she shows up, your mother can call you.
I'm not leaving until I see Natalie. Excuse me.
Jessica, are you all right?
Fine. Come in.
Hello, Tico.
¿Qué, Carlota? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gloria a Dios. I just came to pick up Jamie.
Jamie's here?
Yeah, my waitress was calling in sick, and she called in at the last minute, and RJ was nowhere to be found. Your mother graciously offered to keep her for the night.
Wow, well, she must be sleeping. I can hardly wait to see her. What a surprise.
We should really get going to Rhodey's. We want to make it in time, Jessica.
Well, I always have time for Jamie.
Hi. I heard your voice. Hello, Tico.
Mrs. Davidson?
Thank you so much for keeping Jamie for the night.
Oh, my pleasure. Are you kidding? She's such an angel. Why don't you come in? Yeah.
I told you that I am not leaving until Natalie comes home.
Of course you're not. No, you're right. Family is the most important thing in the world, and you're the only family I have. I was just looking out for your well-being.
Well, it sounded a lot to me like you were giving orders.
Oh, you misunderstood me, sweetheart. I was just being a little selfish. Sometimes I just can't be without you. Can you blame me for loving you that much?
Is everything all right?
Children, you know.
Mm.
And Natalie, I mean, you try to help your kids, but I don't know. How are things with Antonio?
Well, being around Jamie sure helps. But, I'll tell you, some nights it just really hits me. Christian, Antonio. I've lost both my sons.
I know that it is by no means the same thing, but after Christian died, Natalie pushed us all away, and for months, you know, it took a very long time. But she finally came back. Antonio's your son, and he always will be. And I know it's going to take him some time to accept that fact, but I think you have to have faith that he will come back.
I'm trying, Vicky. But Jamie is so little. She doesn't understand about faith or time. She's a child. Her needs are simple. She needs her father. Now, RJ and I, we love her very much. But no one can replace a child's parents.
Did you two have a fight? Is that why this room is such a mess?
I told you I paid him to leave Lambview for good.
Did he? You said he hadn't.
Forget Paul, all right? This is about you destroying both of us, which is what will happen if you give Ace back to his mother.
I can't live with this lie anymore, Kevin.
All of a sudden.
You have no idea how far I sunk this summer. I was living for that boy when you took him away from me.
Well, that's over. You get plenty of time with him.
Yeah, I wouldn't call what you give me plenty of time. Maybe you didn't realize how bad it was getting. I was hanging on by a thread. I really thought that I was losing it. But I made it through that, and I am never going to let myself sink that low ever again.
And you honestly think that it'll make you happier if you give our son back?
He's not our son. Our son died. And if there's another woman out there going through even half of what I went through, then I have to make this right.
What do you think life's gonna be like, Kelly? Huh? You don't have a marriage. And now you won't have a son.
I'll start over. I've got a new job. I'll find an apartment. I'm a lot stronger than what you think. I can make it on my own. This will be the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But I was alone when I lost our child, and I made it through that.
Well, I would have been there if you would have told me.
I would have told you if you wouldn't have left me. But that's exactly what you did. We have created this huge mess, and Ace is at the center of it. Others should not have to suffer for what we did. I am gonna make this right, and then I'm gonna move on with my life.
Oh, does moving on include David Vickers?
Where did you get this?
I've always had it, just in case the other one went missing.
Missing.
That drawer is hardly secure, you know, but it is handy. We better wipe that off. It has your fingerprints on it now.
Well, that doesn't matter. It hasn't been fired, right?
Of course it hasn't. But, darling, you have got a record. A gun can be stolen, and we don't want you going to jail for something you didn't do.
Here, I'll do that.
Thank you.
No problem. So, where were you tonight?
Oh, out and about, various places, solving problems. And then I came back here.
Did you get my message?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have time to check my messages. Why? Was it something important?
It's over now.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing. Where were you?
Oh, I was here. Blair stopped by with Jack. She seems to be concerned about Kelly.
Yes, we're all concerned about Kelly. But I've got a really good feeling that all of Kelly's problems are about to vanish.
Where'd the blood come from, Natalie?
I fell.
Where?
I was walking to Christian's grave, and I tripped over a planter or something.
Yeah? Is that what happened to your head?
Fine, it's no permanent damage, right?
Yeah, we heard you didn't show up at work. And I also heard about your little run-in with Kramer. You know, your mom's real worried about you.
That's what moms do, at least the good ones.
Hey, what's going on? The only time I ever seen you like this is, well, after Christian died.
Look where I am, John. It's like no matter how hard I try, I always manage to wind up in front of Christian's tombstone. Except for, I don't even have the comfort that he's in there.
All right.
Don't touch me.
Look, you shouldn't be out here. It's getting cold.
What happened to me? I really thought that everything was getting on track in my life, you know. I really did. It's coming together, and something happened, and I'm here again. Is it ever gonna get any better? Or is this the way it's always gonna be?
It takes a long time. You never stop missing them, but it changes. You don't forget, but...
I don't want to forget. I want to have a life.
You have a life. You have a lot of people that care about you, Natalie, me included. And I'm worried about you.
I'll be okay.
I know. But until you are, what do you say I take you home, where you belong? Yeah, home. You know, your mom, well, she trusted me enough to bring you back to her. I was thinking maybe you might want to try trusting me again like you used to.
What does David have to do with any of this?
I don't know. I ran into him at the gym. He just seemed overly sensitive when I mentioned your name.
We're friends. He saw what it did to me when you took Ace away from me.
Oh, I get it. One minute you're obsessing about getting me back, and then the next you're moving on to your aunt's fiancé.
I don't need another man to get over you. You have been nothing but cruel and sadistic to me.
You wrote the book on Cruel when you lied to me about Ace in the first place. You are not the only one who lost a son here, Kelly.
Then why can't you understand why I'm doing this?
Because we have everything we want right now. We have Ace. I know we both want what's best for him. Look, why can't we just wait until after the election, until we stir things up again? That's all I'm asking. Kelly, this is a huge decision. I'm not saying that we shouldn't give Ace back. I'm just saying that we should take our time, that's all.
Okay. You're right, we can't solve anything tonight.
There you go.
It's late, I want to go home.
So we're gonna leave this on the table till after the election?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm parked in the back.
All right. I have to meet the governor at a Halloween party.
Okay.
You'll get home safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
go. Oh, your costume was adorable. I'll see you soon, I promise.
I hope you mean that because we miss you.
Oh, of course, of course. Nothing could keep me away from this little angel.
Oh, thank goodness Natalie called. John is bringing her home.
Is she all right?
We'll see, but she sounds better, you know. Do you need a hand?
Oh, the door, thanks.
Okay. Here's my sweet girl.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so
thank you
much.
so much for letting me spend time with her.
Oh, I don't know. Thank you. I wouldn't know what I would have done if you weren't available to take care
You're
of her.
kidding. She's so good. I expect there's any number of willing volunteers. Oh, my goodness.
You know,
it's really nice. Wait, I have to say this. In spite of what happened between our children, you and I are still friends, and I think that's wonderful.
I appreciate your friendship so much, too. You know, it's been so long, I can't remember the last time I saw Natalie. Is she all right?
She's confused. I think that she and Antonio both are trying to sort of figure out who they are, who they're supposed to be.
I keep trying to tell Antonio you don't get to decide that for yourself, but he doesn't want to listen to me.
No. Well, we had to learn those lessons for ourselves, too, you know. Natalie came back. Antonio will, too.
Well, I hope so. But at this point, I don't know how. I mean, he just doesn't seem to think that anyone can understand what he's going through. Oh, I'm afraid it's going to take a miracle to bring Antonio back now.
Hey. I thought I heard you. What's all that?
I'm checking out every article published by Todd Manning on the Brooks Buchanan campaign. Tico's way too involved.
You know what? I think you're exhausted. I think maybe you should put that down for a little while. I'll help you look at it in the morning.
I'm not tired. I'm gonna stop Tico. He's not gonna hurt the people I care about ever again.
Now that we know Natalie's safe, I guess we can go now.
Actually, no. I'm going to stay here till she gets home. I want a chance to speak with her.
Will you be all right here by yourself for a little while, honey?
You're leaving?
Yeah, now that I know that Natalie's okay, there's something very, very important I have to do, okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll be here.
Thank you very much, sweetheart. And frankly, I think that you're going to get a lot more out of her than I ever would. And you'll be able to talk to her without me hovering, so please try and find out what's going on, all right?
I will.
All right. Good night, Tika.
Good night, Mrs. Davidson. Well, I'm going, and I'm sure the governor and Kevin would like your support there.
Tico, listen. As soon as Natalie gets home and I have a chance to talk to her, I'll meet you there. Okay?
Oh, I must have just missed seeing you and Jack. Yes, I bet he looked adorable. Maybe if I come by tomorrow, I could see him in his costume. Yes, I'm back.
I wondered where you went. You and David and Kelly, you're all here, and then you all just disappeared.
Oh, Halloween is a busy night in Llanview. You all right?
Well, actually, you should probably know. Duke went back to Texas.
It's nice to see so many families out together tonight. You know, Halloween is always best seen through the eyes of the children. And of course, my kids always wanted to see me dressed up, too. And my late wife took full advantage of that situation.
Yeah, I did get your father.
If you see any photographs
Listen, I know
of
you're
me
angry with me,
dressed in
but I
various
thought we agreed you'd be
sundry
back before the
objects,
election.
They will be remaining under Wilson Key, okay?
Look, I'd at least
All right?
like a phone call.
I want you all to go out and enjoy your evening and make sure that you vote.
Congratulations.
Every vote counts.
On what?
Thanks again.
The turnout. Lambview still seems to be behind you and the governor, in spite of Manning's ridiculous headlines.
Mr. Santi.
Governor.
Kevin, with all this talk of family, it'd be nice if yours made an appearance.
Oh, they'll be here, and there'll be plenty of opportunity for photos later. In fact, Jessica should be here any minute now.
Natalie, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. John took me to the hospital. It's fine.
Well, Mom told me that you fell, but she didn't say anything else. Well, listen, your head must be killing you. I'll go grab you an aspirin.
Thank you.
John, thank you for bringing her home and taking her to the hospital.
Take care, okay?
John, wait. Thank you for everything you did tonight.
If you want to talk about it.
Nothing to talk about. I mean, nothing happened. I just was feeling lonely, and I went to the graveyard to see Christian, and I fell. That's all.
Okay.
Hey, are you leaving?
Yeah, got a early day tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'll walk you out.
All right.
What happened?
I don't know, Jess. I found her out by Christian's grave. She's not very talkative. Maybe you'll have better luck.
I'll try.
Look after her, all right?
Okay. Thanks again.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Mom just had something to do. She'll be back soon.
Okay, great. Please don't ask me to talk about it.
Whatever you want, Natalie.
It looks like Governor Brooks is doing a meet and greet after the town parade. I think we should be there.
Who is it?
It's Victoria Davidson.
Vicky.
Antonio, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting. I wanted to speak to you for a moment, if I may, please.
You know where I'll be.
Hello. Yes.
Please come in.
Thank you.
Is everything all right?
No, it is not all right. Poor little Natalie's having something of a relapse and dealing with Christian's death, and Jesse's fighting so to save a marriage I was dubious about to begin with. You know, I try very hard not to get involved in my children's lives, not to meddle. But it's really difficult to stand by and just watch while they're suffering, you know?
Vicky, I'm sorry. But I don't want to talk about Jessica.
No, that's fine. I came here to talk to you about Ben.
I've gone over that night in my head 1,000 times. How it could have gone differently, what I could have done. I'd take the bullet myself if I could.
I know that. Antonio, I don't blame you. I've told you that. You're a very good man. You've got a strong conscience and a generous heart, which, by the way, you got from your mother, Carlotta.
Please, Vicky, have a seat.
Thank you.
What does this have to do with Ben?
Antonio, the man that Ben thought was his father was a criminal, just like Manuel Santi.
Yes, I remember.
And he was tortured by that. He never would let anyone get close to him because he so believed that he was his father's son.
And you think I'm doing that?
I'm telling you about Ben, all right? We fell in love very quickly, but it took an awfully long time for him to trust me enough to tell me the truth. In fact, to this day, I will never know how much courage it took for him to accept the fact that he was the man I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I think it is very, very hard for men like like you and Ben, to accept that they are loved. You know, it takes courage, but you have that, Antonio. I've seen it in you.
Vicky, if you're asking me to go back to Jessica, she married someone else.
I'm here for Jamie's sake. I just spent the evening with Jamie. That little girl is so loved and so cared for by so many people, but she needs her father. You know, if I could have one more day with Ben, if Natalie could have one more day with Christian, what wouldn't we give just for an hour? You have that chance, Antonio. Don't turn your back on people because they may not be there always. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Vicky.
What?
You said something about Jessica's marriage. Is she in trouble?
I think if you want to know about Jessie, you're going to have to ask her.
Well, frankly, I'm glad Duke went back to Texas, and it's quite understandable after the way that Kevin has been acting.
Well, Duke will be coming back soon. He's just visiting his mom for fall break.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. How long is he going to be away? Never mind. I just can't help thinking, sweetheart, that his absence gives you some time to get a little perspective.
Oh, no lectures. Please.
I am not lecturing. I'm trying to protect you.
Like with that gun? No, thank you.
What gun?
I know, Mom. David told me.
What on earth are you talking about?
I caught him with it yesterday, okay? Look, I know you want to protect me because of who my father was, but honestly, I couldn't sleep if I knew that there was a gun in the house. I'm glad you told him to get rid of it.
I'm glad you're glad. Because I'm glad. I was really very grateful that David agreed to get rid of my gun for me.
Schedule, receipts. Hang on to
What the hell are you doing here, Kelly?
He scared me.
Where's your brother?
He went to San Francisco.
San Francisco. Today. What time?
I don't know.
You don't know. So what are you doing here?
He called me from the airport. He wanted me to pick up some of his stuff and mail it to him when he got a new address. So I said I would. I'm just gonna take this and...
Tell you what, why don't you just leave that there? We're gonna log it and I'll let you know when you can come down and pick it up for him.
Okay. I'll let him know that you were looking for him.
Thank you. Yeah, it's McBain. Look, call the airport, get a passenger list for all the flights leaving for San Francisco today. It's unlikely, but check to see if Paul Kramer is on any of them.
Oh. Okay.
November 2nd, very special day. Don't forget.
Thanks in advance for your votes.
Come on, Antonio. Where are you? I meant what I said earlier. I really try very hard not to interfere in my children's business, you know?
But you came here to convince me to let Jessica back into my life.
No. Jamie. Jessica is married to your brother now.
And that worries you.
Antonio, you've had so many changes in your life recently, and I know that you're going to need time to sort that through. And you have every right to that. But don't forget that there are so many people who love you, who want to and can help you through this.
I can't let that happen. It's too dangerous. I'm trying to find out who El Tiburón is. And I don't want Jessica or Carlota, and especially Jamie, getting hurt.
Well, I hope that whenever you find what it is you're looking for. I hope those people haven't turned their backs on you forever.
Natalie, do you want to be alone? Okay, well, I'll be in the kitchen. Did you ever wake up and wonder when you lost control of your life? I mean, I've made so many mistakes, but which one? Which one took me so far off track? Natalie, you've been through a lot. So has everybody else. You know, but some people know how to turn that into nobility and strength. Mom can. She does. I tried to be like her. After Christian died, I promised myself that I was never going to take for granted anyone in my life. You know, I was going to appreciate and be there for everyone that I had in my life that I loved. But I did the exact opposite of that. I pushed everyone away. I mean, I'm the poster child for being a nasty little brat. Oh, Natalie, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Jess.
I know exactly who I want to be. So why do I keep doing things that person would never, ever, ever do? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't even recognize myself anymore. Wow. I understand. More than you know.
What? What does this look for?
Oh, I just listened to your message. You were so worried that I was going to do something dangerous, and so very concerned because you found out that I had a second gun, and I just find it so touching that you just look after me the way you do.
I will always be there to protect you.
I just have one question I need to ask you. If you were so worried about me having a gun, why do you have a gun of your own? Don't you try lying to me, because Adriana told me the whole story. She thanked me for asking you to get rid of my gun.
Would you please be careful with that thing?
Darling, if you were so concerned about getting rid of my gun, what is it doing right here in the drawer where I left it?
I got distracted, all right? Look, if you and I are going to make this marriage work...
We're not married.
Which is another subject that I would like to address with you, preferably when you're not brandishing a gun. Listen to me. If we don't stop suspecting each other's motives about every little thing...
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Well, honey, where have you been all night?
I went to the parade, the Halloween parade.
Ah.
Things aren't scary enough around here for you?
I'll get it in my room. Duke, we'll continue this discussion later. Excuse me.
So where were you really tonight?
Paul's motel room. Trying to find out who he took Ace from.
Oh, Kelly. Did you have any luck?
No, I'm not giving up. There's got to be some way to give Ace back without implicating myself. Paul is gone. It's really too bad that he's the only one who knows the mother's name.
Yeah. Too bad.
Flight 1303, 3303. 9:10 a.m. and he wasn't on it, but he had a ticket for it. Are you sure? Okay, thanks. Okay, Kramer. You ain't here, you ain't there. Where the hell are you?
Of course, I'm aware that Kramer didn't cash the check in San Francisco, but that means it's void, right? Well, there you go. Pretty sure we're not going to hear about that check or Paul Kramer ever again.
I'm waiting for someone.
Mrs. Davidson, may I please speak with Jessica?
She left a little while ago.
Oh, good. Then she'll be here very soon. Good night.
Who is it?